Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know, and we're playing a black screen. Isn't that exciting? No, we're playing something in Megazooks. And this is something that, oh, goodness, keep running into everything. This is something that I did cover during the 365 Days of Megazooks series, which actually never got finished for reasons that kind of stood out. I'm talking, of course, about Cat and Bunny. No, I'm talking about red. Um, this game does things that Megazooks was never really intended to do. It's not afraid to break the boundaries, like, at all, and does so constantly. So, let's see the type of things that it does, shall we? Hmm. Oh, what kind of settings are there? Okay. ZX to select or cancel, status menu is enter. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's go ahead and begin a new game. And that is very red, alright. We're playing a red screen, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. And walk around. And let's see what we can do. Can we run? Yes. That's a little faster. Found a scimitar here. Many key and status button equip your new weapon. Both status bonuses and negatives? Huh. Interesting. And we found poultice, whatever that is. Oops. Okay. Let's equip the scimitar on question mark here. And yeah, I do see that. You get better damage, better attack, chance of block, I assume like a parry type of thing, but it's not as accurate as fighting empty-handed. So, poultice is your standard cure item. Oh, here we go. And it looks like we're fighting a cave bat and a crawler. Oh. Managed to dodge that one. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about RPG battles in this series because I really don't have a whole lot in editing software right now. So, I guess we'll figure that out as we go. 14 experience and 9 coins. And another poultice. Oh, there's a switch here. Oh. There's some more stuff over here. Another 2 poultices and an amulet. Okay. And amulet is an accessory, which doesn't seem to have any any drawbacks to it, so at least that's good. Well, you know what? When I played Keycon for my channel, I really didn't edit anything, but then again, I was still very new at everything, so... Oh, 100 coins. And 2 caves. And an RPG battle. I gotta say, that is a really good looking transition effect for Megazooks. I don't know how much of this would be possible in DOS versions of Megazooks. I do know without anti-venom and chainmail. I do know that a lot of this should be possible. Maybe not as fast, though. There have been at least some improvements to the Megazooks core since it was ported to SDL. Now 2 poultices. Another battle. Ah. Here is where we run into one slight quirk of the battle system, which is lines. I think that things on the back line will have either like higher defense or dodge rates as long as there's something on the front line. Now, this is from the very little I've played from this game, so... Oh, look at that. Question mark gained a level. Danger. Huh. I think I'll heed that. After all, we're just level 2. Oh, look at that. We're outside now. Well, let's see what we can see. Tower over here. Crescent Tower. Well, it's locked. And that's about all we can see from that. Tower door is locked. Let's keep on moving. There's the town of Warwick. Welcome to Warwick. If you're tired, there's an inn just up ahead. There are also a couple of shops you can restock at. Enjoy your stay at Warwick. Thank you. Well, as RPG Heroes prerogative, we're able to get into every single building like ever. No, we're not gonna stay just yet. Well, I stand corrected. That one's locked. We got chainmail. I don't think leather armor is going to be better than that, but plate mail might be. It's plus 20 defense, but kind of takes a big hit on Mystic and a little bit of a hit on agility too. Oh goodness, excuse me. Let's take the small shield. It doesn't seem to have much of a penalty. It's not too expensive. What do you have to sell? Weapons! Oh yeah, broadsword here, which... Has better accuracy, better damage, but no block chance. And it's kind of expensive. I got a feeling that we're gonna need a bow eventually. You know, I'm gonna pass on that for now. What do you have to say? Before Old Man Graham died, this town had a mystic shop. There was no one to take it over. His granddaughter doesn't have the spark, and no one else in the town can do it. Now it's locked. Mystic shop, huh? There was a tower to the northeast of here. There are said to be 5 others like it in the world. The entrance is locked, but all the same, you should keep well away. Why is that? They are said to house all of the evil that was locked away when the world was created. There is nothing you want from those towers. Thanks for the advice. Nobody much comes to this town anymore. I don't know if that was supposed to be deep or what, but you know, it made me leave the town only to come back. Apparently I have some sort of thing with a thing. Huh, what's that? That's a marionette. You don't really see many of them around anymore. I've been looking for a customer for ages. What does it do? Nothing much at all, really. Well, no wonder you've been looking for a customer for ages. It's a restorative. Ah, it's your game's Phoenix down. Good to know. We don't currently have a party, so that doesn't seem particularly useful to have. Well, we've been pretty much everywhere in this town now. Well, I guess let's go over here. Oh, lovely, another cave. That's exactly what we needed. It's an abandoned mine. Oh. And we are immediately accosted by... Oh boy. Maybe I should have stayed at the inn. This seems like it's going to go poorly. Well, at least we're pretty well off on defense right now. But we still only have the one type of attack. So... Oh. I didn't kill this guy in one hit either. No, lovely. Drain life. Because that's what we need. You to live longer. Die. Well, at least only the front line is actually doing any attacks here. That's one thing about when there are 2 lines. While the front line is active, the back line cannot perform melee attacks. So, now that they're out of the way, we get to deal with these crawlers. I guess in a way kind of makes combat a little similar to Shin Megami Tensei, where you can fight several waves of enemies. But at the same time, if the backline has ranged attacks or special skills, they can use them from the backline. So if you got a healer to deal with back there, it could make the battle considerably longer. Oh hey, battle cry, huh? That might be good to know. What also is good to know is, let's get some health back. Gotta go stay at the end now. Gotta get all healed up. Yes. I shall stay at your silly inn. Ah. You know you've stayed at a good inn when you have a little theme that plays after you've stayed there. Well, let's go back to the mine, I suppose. A mine, 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 a mine, mine. Hopefully the encounter rate is not quite this abysmal. Oh my goodness. Really? And they get first strike. Fantastic. Cool tabulous. Yes, cool tabulous. That is our word of the day here. Let's try this battle cry. Plus 25% attack. So I should be able to hit this guy and kill him in one shot? Yes. And that crawler decided to not do anything. Okay. Okay, I see what happened. It kind of scrolled to an enemy that existed, but it wasn't its turn, so it scrolled to another one. This is exciting RPG action, folks. Well, gotta say, as exciting as this battle wasn't, really, everything still looks fantastic in this. I mean, there are some things that just are not particularly conceivable in Megazooks, but yet Lancer X decides to completely ignore what Megazooks is known to be capable of, and just pretty much pulls a classic Squaresoft and blows the system away. Getting our life drained. Oh, geez. And that guy's a healer. Who'd have thunk it? Of course, he can't heal what dies in one hit, so, you know. But you can still use your most annoying and... Wow, you too? And the worst thing is, that attack takes 6 health. Wow, way to heal yourself when you have not even taken damage. Well, buttocks. Fortunate. And that healing was enough, by the way, to make this fight last yet another turn. Okay, you should be dead now. Yes. So hopefully you're going to decide to attack right. Okay. Yes, he did. And that attack was blocked. There we go. Up all y'alls. Okay. See if there's anything interesting in this cave now. Well, there's that chest there, but we're not going to find out what is inside there until we've killed several more enemies. I'm really going to have to find some way to edit these, because otherwise this LP is going to take forever. I mean, this is probably the most sophisticated RPG engine in Megazooks, but still takes a while to get anything done. You, sir, are a butt. And you heal yourself for no discernible reason. Fan-mazing. And there we go. That should take care of you. And that's another battle done. Let's see what's in that chest. Was that nostrum? Was that an item or is it equipment? It's an item. Stores 50 energy, okay. Energy, of course, being your casting resource in this game. So far we haven't really found anything particularly interesting. There was that one kind of dead-end room, which I think leads to something interesting later. For the very little I've played this game, I kind of remember a couple of things. Oh, 2 shell wisps. That's exactly what I wanted to see. 2 shell wisps. Both of which can heal. Both of which did heal, and I haven't even done anything yet. Well, as long as both shell wisps don't both heal the one I just hit, well, that's foreboding. Oh, you... Are you serious? Are you serious, game? I mean, that's still a deficit, but not by much. You know what? Drain life is not necessarily so bad, especially if I dodge it. Okay, seriously, stop being the largest rear end this side of rearendum. We shall have a referendum or something. Let's kill you, because you're gonna be easy. At least I no longer have 2 healers on the field here. And that should take care of you. There we go. Hey, I believe we have a new skill. Okay, we really didn't find anything of particular interest, like, at all. But we might be onto something here. So I think I'm gonna call this a video, and next time we shall attempt to actually advance the plot and maybe figure out what our name is, because so far we're still question mark. So, I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.